Buildings crumble, dust flies, and the impossible happens. Get ready for the most thrilling demolition compilation you've ever seen. The countdown to chaos starts now. Will you dare to watch it all? Boom! On April 23, 2021, the second DNOx unit at the former coal-fired power plant in Lunin was brought down in a stunning, controlled demolition. On October 30th, 2013, the 230-ton head frame at Shaft 7 of the former Schlegel and Eisen coal mine in Herten-Langenbochum was brought down by a controlled demolition. However, the initial attempt failed because one of the support beams didn't collapse as planned. The cut steel edges had settled back together, essentially reconnecting. As a result, the joint held firm, preventing the support from giving way. You don't see this every day. A crane operator who plans ahead, grabs at full extension, tests the load, then swings with confidence. No last-minute panic or flying out of the cabin like a cartoon. This is experience meeting precision. Two cranes were demolished at the Hard Rock Hotel in New Orleans. The explosion brought one down fast. In my assessment, the cutting area failed to reach the necessary depth. It should have exceeded 50% of the circumference. Additionally, if the structure had truly been transferring load onto the wooden supports, manual probing with a plank would have been impossible due to the substantial weight involved. Oh no! The dog tried to warn them, but they ignored him. Ever wondered how those massive cantilever cranes come down? Stick around. With jaw-dropping precision you don't want to miss.
Окей.
Watch it collapse like a giant cardboard box. The 122-meter-tall cooling tower at the coal power plant in Ham folds and crashes in a blink. Yeah, everything went as planned. The electricians will come, start putting up the pole, and probably hit the sewer line. There's something powerful about watching raw steel fall. The Oneida Street Bridge met its match in the form of a wrecking ball. Back in the day, this was how they brought buildings down. The Menk M152, cable-operated raw power, paired with a wrecking ball crane. Left Demolition stuck to the roots in Augsburg, Germany, taking down that shopping mall with tried-and-true force. They were saved because they did not destroy the dumping. Operator expertise, it is done with 4 cables in each twist lock sling. It is softer and safer. Lucky no one got hurt. Let's revisit a key moment in industrial history, the demolition of the old electric steel plant in Oberhausen. Boom! Breaking down the Hochstrasse Bridge in Mülheim-Ruhr with nothing but hydraulic might, each piece falling in a rhythmic cascade. This is demolition reimagined. Drop a 1 in the comments if our video blew your mind, and a 0 if it didn't quite impress you. Your support fuels our creative fire. Enjoy the stunning close-up footage captured right after the smokestack demolition in Phoenix. Not your typical explosion. Kochkanar's 2013 Peaceful Blast rewrote the playbook on rock blasting. To safely lift and launch a boat, you need more than just power. You need precision. Watch the tide, wind, and current closely. Never launch under unstable conditions. Load calculation and balance points are critical. Even slight misjudgments can throw off the entire lift. Always prepare for worst-case scenarios: off-center loads, snapped cables, or a tilted boat. Know when to hit the emergency stop or safely drop the load. This isn't guesswork, it's skilled planning. That's the moment Texas Stadium crumbles into dust, a thunderous implosion that shakes the ground. "It goes kaboom," says Jim Reedike of Dicon Explosive Demolition. A week before the spectacle, 2,500 pounds of dynamite will be carefully embedded into 2,200 holes drilled into the stadium's support columns. But precision is everything. If it's off by just 3 or 4 inches, it could spell trouble, warns Jim Rawson of A&R Demolition. A third alarm fire destroyed an abandoned 1920s Art Deco apartment on Detroit's west side on April 13, 2013. The building was demolished while it was still smoldering. Appeared to have been a nice building at one time. I can't help but wonder what those walls witnessed over the decades. It's a shame. All those hours to create such a beautiful building, minutes to destroy. In structural demolition, initiating a controlled collapse begins with strategic load path disruption. Here, a Komatsu PC290LC, fitted with a high-impact hydraulic breaker, methodically perforates the silo's base ring. This isn't random chipping, it's calculated shear line exposure. The JCB-JS220 is positioned for a reactive push. The operator applies lateral force at a specific height, often 1/3 from the base, to exploit bending moment leverage, easy to control the falling direction. To folks in Grande Prairie, that crane was more than steel and bolts. It was part of the town. Raised in 1985, it stood through seasons, storms, and shifts. But after 27 solid years, it's time. End of an era for sure, but also the start of something better. What a relief! He wasn't hurt. I still can't believe it. That was nothing short of a miracle.
No, they didn't hear any of that.
This is the view of the East Tower collapse after the guy wires were cut by the worker in the lower left with the cutting torch. God. That machine makes the bus look super light like a toy. After serving its term, the Aratula water reservoir was deconstructed on Monday, 22nd June 2015. Years to build, minutes to erase. Such is the brutal beauty of destruction. This is the demolition of Gurn School. An insanely intense flip. And now the crane is the hero. The moment the cable tightens, everyone holds their breath. Will it succeed? Or will there be another rollover? If teamwork had a plot twist, this would be it. Hold your breath and get ready for some epic explosions. You're in for a real surprise. In 2020, Arriva decommissioned and scrapped a significant number of buses previously withdrawn from service. Among them was Arriva Unit 1414, a 2008 DAF Yonkir, retired in November 2019. The pace of fleet modernization continues to accelerate, often at the cost of relatively recent models.
Ужас! Офигеть! Сырдым! Bizde niye vurdu? Bizde niye vurdu? Yeah, JAW kurums.
Can you imagine living in a building that tilts more and more every day? That's what happened here. From April 1st to 5th, the structure shifted a shocking 720 millimeters. Demolition was the only option. And there it is. The final glimpse of a giant falling. The last echoes of the demolition of Oak Knoll Naval Hospital fade into history.
Oh my gosh, that's like instant. Oh, the mackerel.
No warning. No warning.
"176 years old and still standing strong." With grit and precision, Bale Brothers took on the incredible task of relocating Tampa's oldest house, moving it from the heart of Ybor City straight into downtown Tampa. All right, folks, meet the Cat 312 CL. This beauty is built for action. Watch how it takes down that structure piece by piece with total control. Ready to see a massive highway ripped apart piece by piece? Stick around. We're taking you behind the scenes of the epic Hochstrasse demolition in Mülheim, right on Actionstrasse. You don't want to miss this. Enjoyed the video? Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay in the loop with our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Forestry Tech.